Have you ever heard of hybrid children? Hybrid children are the offspring of human beings and other creatures. They might sound like something out of science fiction or a scary movie, but they're actually not that rare. There have been cases of hybrid children all over the world, and they're often born to women who've had affairs with animals. But why would anyone want to have a baby with an animal? In some cases, it's because they're just plain lonely. In others, it's because they're looking for something more than what they can get from a human relationship. And then there are those who do it just for the thrill of it. Whatever their reasons, these women usually end up giving birth to babies that are part human and part animal. These babies may look like normal humans at first glance, but they usually have some distinct animal-like features. For example, they may have fur instead of hair, claws instead of fingernails, or tails instead of a... They may also have unusual abilities, such as the ability to communicate with other animals or superhuman strength. These babies are typically very intelligent, but they also have a strong wild streak. This can make them difficult to raise, but with love and patience, most hybrid children can be taught to live a normal life. Most hybrid children are the result of accidental matings between humans and animals. However, there is one group of people who intentionally create these hybrids, and they call themselves breeders. Breeders believe that by mating humans with different animals, they can create new life forms with unique abilities. Some breeders even keep records of their hybrid children, and there are said to be hundreds of them living around the world. Now let's talk about how these babies are made. As you might expect, it's not easy to get a human woman pregnant by an animal. The two species are just too different from each other. That's why most hybrid children are the result of artificial insemination. In this process, a man ejaculates into a woman, and then she is artificially inseminated with his sperm. It's a relatively simple procedure that has been used successfully in the past to create hybrid children. Another way to create a hybrid child is through in vitro fertilization. In this process, a man ejaculates into a woman and the sperm is collected. The sperm is then mixed with eggs outside of the body and allowed to fertilize. The fertilized egg is then implanted into a woman's uterus and allowed to grow. This process is more complicated than artificial insemination, but it has also been used successfully in the past to create hybrid children. There are many different animals that have been used to create hybrid children, but some of the most common include dogs, cats, horses, and cows. In some cases, hybrid children have been created using DNA from multiple animals. This is done in order to create a hybrid with certain desired traits. For example, a breeder might combine the DNA of a dog and a cat to create a hybrid that has the fur of a dog and the ability to climb of a cat. The creation of hybrid children is not without its risks. There have been cases of hybrid children being born with serious health problems. In some cases, the hybrid child may not survive for long after birth. However, there are also cases of hybrid children living long and happy lives. So what do you think about hybrid children? Are they the next step in human evolution, or are they just freaks of nature? Let us know your thoughts below. In the wake of global warming and climate change, humanity is facing a major crisis. Rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and dwindling natural resources are just some of the challenges we must overcome if we want to continue living on this planet. But what if there was a way we could create a new race of humans better suited to the challenges of the 21st century? Enter hybrid children, the offspring of humans and other species such as animals or plants. While the idea may seem far-fetched, scientists are actually exploring the possibility of creating hybrid children as a way to ensure the survival of our species. So what are the potential benefits of creating hybrid children, and what are the ethical considerations involved in doing so? Join us as we take a deep dive into this controversial topic and explore the possibility of hybrid children becoming humanity's last hope in a dying world. The concept of hybrid children has been around for centuries, often appearing in mythology and folklore as half-human, half-animal creatures. However, it was until the advent of modern science that we began to understand the possibility of creating hybrid children through genetic engineering. Scientists have already made significant progress in this field, creating hybrid animals such as mules, which are the offspring of horses and donkeys. But creating hybrid children is a much more complex undertaking. One of the main challenges in creating hybrid children is the vast genetic difference between humans and other species. However, advances in genetic engineering have made it possible to manipulate DNA in ways that were never before imaginable. Scientists have developed techniques such as CRISPR-Cas9 that allow them to edit genes with precision, potentially overcoming the genetic barriers that currently prevent the creation of hybrid children. So what are the potential benefits of creating hybrid children? One of the most significant potential benefits of creating hybrid children is the possibility of enhancing human traits through crossbreeding with other species. For example, scientists believe that by introducing the genes of a highly venomous animal into the human genome, they could create a new race of humans that were immune to snakebite. Similarly, by introducing the genes of a bird into the human genome, scientists could potentially create a new race of humans that could fly. In addition to enhancing desirable traits, creating hybrid children could also help us to eliminate undesirable ones. For example, scientists believe that by introducing the genes of a species that does not carry genetic diseases such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's into the human genome, they could potentially create a new race of humans that are resistant to these diseases. Of course, the creation of hybrid children is not without its ethical considerations. Many people believe that it is wrong to manipulate the genes of human beings in this way and that it could lead to the creation of a new form of discrimination based on genetic makeup. Others worry that creating hybrid children could upset the balance of nature and lead to unforeseen consequences. Despite these ethical concerns, scientists are continuing to explore the possibility of creating hybrid children as a way to ensure the survival of our species in a changing world. Creating hybrid children is a controversial topic that raises many ethical concerns. Many people believe that it is wrong to manipulate the genes of human beings in this way, and that it could lead to the creation of a new form of discrimination based on genetic makeup. Additionally, there are concerns that creating hybrid children could upset the balance of nature and lead to unforeseen consequences. Despite these ethical concerns, the potential benefits of creating hybrid children are too great to ignore. In a world where climate change and other environmental challenges are threatening the very survival of humanity, we must explore all possible options for ensuring our survival. Creating hybrid children may be one of the most controversial topics of our time, but it is also one of the most important. We must carefully consider the ethical implications of this technology and proceed with caution. But we must also be willing to push the boundaries of science in order to ensure the survival of our species. The creation of hybrid children may be the only way to save humanity from a dying world. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and comment below with your thoughts on the topic. Don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thank you for watching.